This is a clear violation of the setback.
A violation? This is our property.
Not according to the code. Ridiculous.
The Smith family thought they could follow the rules. Every notice, every demand, every tiny detail they addressed immediately. They repainted their mailbox. They trimmed their shrubs. They even adjusted their house numbers after receiving a polite suggestion from HOA-Karen. But Karen didn't want polite. She wanted control. When she saw the Smiths installing solar panels on their roof, she didn't approve. Not yet. Whenever it seemed a letter arrived in the mail, solar panels unapproved must be removed within 10 days or fines apply. The Smiths were stunned. They had submitted the request months ago and followed every procedure. Emails went unanswered, phone calls ignored. Every time they tried to comply, Karen escalated: a new fine, a new letter, a new threat. Neighbors started whispering. Some were afraid to support the Smiths. Some were quietly watching. The tension in the community was building. The Smiths had done everything by the book, and yet Karen painted them as rule breakers, as troublemakers, as the ones disrupting harmony. For the first time, they realized this wasn't about rules. It was about power. And Karen wanted total control. The Smiths thought compliance would end the harassment. They were wrong. Every minor change they made to follow HOA rules was met with a new letter. Every adjustment, a fresh fine. Every polite email, a cold rebuff. One morning, Karen sent a message to the entire neighborhood. The Smiths continued to defy board-approved guidelines. Community vigilance is requested. Neighbors began whisper campaigns. Did you see the Smiths' backyard? I think they're testing the rules. The Smiths tried again, this time repainting the trim to exactly match HOA specifications. They submitted photos. They requested inspection. Karen didn't respond. Then she showed up unannounced, clipboard in hand, measuring tape extended. She critiqued the smallest imperfections: a slightly crooked flower pot, a manure sidewalk, crack a broom leaning at the wrong angle. It wasn't about rules. It was about power. Tension in the community peaked. Some neighbors began taking sides. Others avoided the Smiths entirely. Children overheard adults whispering about compliance issues. Every escalation made the Smiths more determined to fight back. They started documenting every letter, email, and visit, every photo, every interaction. Little did Karen know, this documentation would soon be her undoing. The final straw came at the monthly HOA meeting. The room was packed. The Smiths were tired but resolute. Karen strutted to the front like she owned the place, smiling smugly, clipboard under her arm. She opened the meeting by displaying a slideshow: ongoing violations by the Smith family. Every photo was labeled, circled, highlighted. Neighbors gasped, some whispered, others nodded in agreement. The Smiths stood up. Mr. Smith spoke calmly but firmly. We have documented every request, every adjustment, every email. We have tried to comply at every step. Your accusations are unjustified. Karen interrupted, waving her gavel. Order, these claims are baseless. You are resisting compliance. Voices erupted. Half the room defended Karen, half defended the Smiths. Shouts, arguments, chairs scraping across the floor. Someone recorded the entire confrontation on their phone. Karen's arrogance was now public, viral in the community. Her meticulous documentation of the Smiths' supposed violations was laid bare. Every overreach, every misstep, every harassment attempt was captured. The Smiths walked out, knowing the escalation had exposed Karen, and that legal action was inevitable. Karen thought she had won the letters, the finest, the public shaming, all carefully documented. She believed noon could challenge her authority. But the Smiths filed a complaint with legal counsel. The evidence was overwhelming. Every letter, every meeting, every unannounced visit was recorded and time-stamped. The case went to court. The judge ruled in favor of the Smiths. The fines were invalidated. The harassment was recognized. Karen personally faced liability for overreach and emotional distress caused to the family. Board members distanced themselves. Insurance refused to cover her personal exposure. The news spread quickly through the neighborhood. At the next HOA election, Karen was moved in a landslide. No speeches, no supporters standing with her, just silence and a bitter realization her attempts to dominate and control had backfired spectacularly. The Smith family kept their modifications. Their compliance efforts had not been ignored, but Karen's cruelty had left them humiliated and powerless. Neighbors quietly updated the bylaws, adding protections against future abuses. Karen's name was now synonymous with overreach, arrogance, and downfall. The community had survived, and Karen should learn the hard way that power without fairness only leads to ruin. Have you ever experienced a HOA like Karen? Share your story on the comment. I ready everything. Remember to share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you get notified when we post.